Hello students. The concept today we are going to discuss is the preparation, properties and uses of the compound sulfuric acid. Dear students, we know very well about the compound sulfuric acid since we have been using this compound in our laboratory for various analysis purposes. Isn't it? Yes. Okay. First, we have to recognize the formula of sulfuric acid. Can you please tell me the formula of sulfuric acid? Yes, very good. It is H2SO4. It is the formula of sulfuric acid. Okay, okay. Here, first we are going to discuss about the method of preparing sulfuric acid. Okay, Mama. Okay, there are a number of methods suggested for the preparation of sulfuric acid. Those methods are, the first one is Chambers process, second one is cascade process, and the third one is contact process. Okay, so these are the three methods employed for the preparation of sulfuric acid. What are they? Chambers process, cascade process, and contact process. Okay. So first let us discuss about the contact process. It is a method used for the synthesis of sulfuric acid. Okay, okay. It has three steps. Let us see step by step. First, step 1. Step 1 is the formation or synthesis of sulfur dioxide. Okay, sulfur dioxide can be synthesized in two different ways. One of such ways is preparation directly from sulfur. Okay, when sulfur is burnt with excess of oxygen, it will result the formation of sulfur dioxide gas. Then second method of preparing sulfur dioxide is from iron pyrites. Okay, do you know what is the formula for iron pyrites? Yes, it is FeS2. When iron pyrites is burnt with excess of oxygen, it results the formation of sulfur dioxide. Okay, so from these two methods, we can synthesis sulfur dioxide. What are they? The first one is direct conversion of sulfur into sulfur dioxide. Then the second method is conversion of iron pyrites into sulfur dioxide. Okay, okay, dear students, step 1 is completed. That is, the formation of sulfur dioxide is completed. Then in step 2, the sulfur dioxide formed in the step 1 will be converted into sulfur trioxide. Okay, so for that we have to burn sulfur dioxide with excess of oxygen in the presence of vanadium pentoxide catalyst at higher temperature around 450 degrees Celsius. So this is the equation showing the formation of sulfur dioxide. SO2 plus oxygen in the presence of vanadium pentoxide catalyst at around 450 degrees Celsius. Sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide. Okay, Mama. Here I have taken only the unbalanced equation. You can balance it. Okay, Mama? Okay. Then step 3. In the step 3, what is happening is, here there is the formation of sulfuric acid. Okay, step 3, the sulfur trioxide formed in the step 2 is treated with excess of sulfuric acid. So during that time, the sulfur trioxide gas will be absorbed by this sulfuric acid, and that will result the formation of a compound that is H2S2O7, and it is called as oleum. Okay, so sulfur trioxide on absorption with sulfuric acid, it results the formation of oleum. Then oleum on hydrolysis, it results the formation of sulfuric acid. Okay, so these are the three steps involved in contact process employed for the synthesis of sulfuric acid. Once again, we can see step by step. In step 1, sulfur is converted into sulfur dioxide. Then in step 2, sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide in the presence of vanadium pentoxide catalyst. Then in step 3, sulfur dioxide on absorption with H2SO4, it results the formation of oleum. Then oleum on hydrolysis will be getting sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4. Okay, okay, and the reaction conditions, that is the temperature and pressure. In order to yield maximum amount of sulfuric acid, this reaction is maintained at 2 bar pressure and 720 Kelvin. So as a result of this process, we'll be getting 96% pure sulfuric acid. Okay, so with this, the preparation of sulfuric acid over. Sulfuric acid can be prepared from 3 different processes. Out of those 3 processes, we have seen only about contact process. Then we can discuss about the physical and chemical properties of sulfuric acid. Okay, ma'am. First, we are going to see about the physical properties of sulfuric acid. Since you have seen this sulfuric acid in the laboratory, you can easily remember the properties, the physical properties. The first one, it is a colorless liquid. That we know it doesn't possess any color. So it is a colorless viscous liquid. It has some viscosity. Then there is a hydrogen bonding between the H2SO4 molecules. That is given. Hydrogen bonding occurs in sulfuric acid, then its freezing point is 283.4 Kelvin, whereas its boiling point is 590 Kelvin. And it is soluble with water at any proportion. It is highly soluble. So these are the physical properties of sulfuric acid. What are they? It is a colorless viscous liquid. Then there is a hydrogen bonding exists between the sulfuric acid molecules. Then freezing point is 283.4 Kelvin and boiling point is 590 Kelvin. It is highly soluble in water. Okay, so these are the physical properties of sulfuric acid. Then let us see about the dehydrating nature of sulfuric acid. It is a very, very important 3-mark question. Dehydrating nature. Dear students, what do you understand by the term dehydration? Dehydration means removal of water molecule. Removal of water molecule from any substance is termed as dehydration. Okay, so sulfuric acid is a better dehydrating agent since it removes the water molecule from the any other species. Okay, so that dehydrating nature we are going to learn through the following examples. Okay, so first we have taken sucrose. This is the formula for sucrose, C12H22O11. When H2SO4, that is water molecule, is added with this sucrose molecule, it can pull up the water molecules present in the sucrose. There are 11 oxygens. So how many water molecules can be dehydrated? 11 water molecules. Okay, in a water molecule, one oxygen irukum. Inga 11 oxygens irukradanaala we can extract how many water molecules? We can extract 11 water molecules. So 12 carbon. In the 12 carbons thaniya vandrum. Then it is 11 H2O. That is written here. H2SO4, 11 H2O. Okay. Here what is the role of this H2SO4 means? It is dehydrating the water molecule from the sucrose. Then second example, formic acid. What's the formula for formic acid? HCOOH is the formula for formic acid. When formic acid is treated with sulfuric acid, HCOOH plus H2SO4, so it will result the removal of water molecule. We need 2 hydrogens. So one hydrogen is here, another hydrogen is here. H2, then one O is here. So what is removed? Water molecule. A molecule of water is removed along with sulfuric acid, H2SO4, H2O. Okay. Remaining what is present after the removal of H2O, we have only carbon monoxide. So we can write carbon monoxide plus H2SO4, H2O. So in this place also sulfuric acid is acting as a very good dehydrating agent. Okay, then third example from oxalic acid. What is the formula for oxalic acid? Do you remember the formula for oxalic acid? It is COOH twice. How we can write the formula of oxalic acid?